Hey, yo! Someone must have spiked Mr. Fire Emblem's coffee this morning, because I don't know who let him cook when he made this monstrosity of a unit. But before we get into that, let's talk about the rest of these awesome units on this banner. First is Jeffrey, who may as well be a copy-paste of every other melee cavalry initiator. Dimitri's weapon refine is better than this, quite frankly. Him weakening his enemy's damage reduction at least helps him deal with a certain someone we'll talk about in a bit. Sure, Dimitri may take some investment to get going, but Jeffrey literally doesn't come with an A skill. So, is he still good? Sure. Is he worth pulling for if he's not your absolute favorite? Probably not. Now let's talk about Alincia. I really like what they've been doing with the healers, first with Duo Elise and now this, but honestly, I don't really see a place in the meta for Alincia. There's no true damage or ways to reduce damage reduction here, so she's not really getting any medals when it comes to killing stuff. The most usage you'll probably get out of her is by giving your allies a guaranteed follow-up, which is already a pretty inconsistent effect, and the guard smoke special. I really can't think of a single place where she would be the most optimal pick, but if you really like her, then you can put her on your team and she can heal up your allies. Yeah. Next up we have Bastion. Finally, we have my sleep paralysis demon, Lucia. First off, she has true damage and damage reduction. Okay, pretty good already. Let's see what else. Unit and target cannot trigger specials. Disables the following effects for unit and foe. Defensive terrain effects. Support effects. Guaranteed follow-ups. Effects that prevent follow-ups. Effects that prevent counterattacks. Effects that change attack priority. Affects foe is getting from other foes. Okay, so right now, the best way for nukes to get through damage reduction is with specials that disable it, like Deadeye, Lethality, Sublime Heaven, or Enclosure, but now Lucia says, yeah, no actually. There is no counter. Bitch, in a vacuum, this is nigh unbeatable. Oh wait, let me just... There we go. When it comes to matchups alone, she might be one of the best tanks in the game, and I look forward to the Zay Shadow video that's just a montage of Lucia killing stuff. But in practice, she's far from unbeatable. There are a few ways to reliably beat Lucia: outspeeding her, using your own damage reduction, or just playing around her. Outspeeding is certainly the simplest way, and a reliable invested nuke can get the job done if they don't die back in a singular hit from Lucia. Lucia herself has no way of getting through damage reduction, and although she has true damage, it won't be enough to play her face some of the best tanks in this meta without a special of her own. And without a bulwark in the B slot, a skilled player can definitely find ways to maneuver around her. What I'm more concerned about when it comes to Lucia is the precedent it sets. It seems to be a pattern that when a powerful effect appears randomly like this, they'll be on the next meta-defining duo unit or something as well. When deciding whether or not to summon, what you really need to consider is if you really want someone that does what Lucia does now, especially with the Hero Rises banner just on the horizon. If you do want that now, then that's great, and I'm sure Lucia will serve you well. But all I'm saying is the day they put this special disabling lunacy on a far save is probably the day I check myself into a mental institution.